Celebrating 25 years of fearless journalism and changing the status quo, welcome to Joy News Interactive on your most credible news source, Joy News on your digital TV. We're also live on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 144. Join the conversation on our social media handles at Joy News on TV. Send a WhatsApp to the number 0540-109009. I am Na Ajele Duku and welcome again. We start with what startled everyone last night. The Ministry of Health at an impromptu press briefing announced that 2 cases of coronavirus infection, COVID-19, have been confirmed in Ghana. The cases, according to the Health Minister, Kweku Ajumanmenu, were confirmed on Thursday, March 12, 2020. In case you missed the presser, here's that video.
The Minister of Health has confirmed 2 cases of COVID-19. The cases were confirmed on the 12th of March, that is today, 2020. And the first cases to be reported in Ghana. Laboratory results of the 2 confirmed cases were received at the same time from the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research. Both individuals returned to Ghana, one from Norway and the other from Turkey. So these are imported cases of COVID-19. Both patients are currently being kept in isolation and are stable. We have initiated processes for contact tracing. I wish to assure Ghanaians that the government of Ghana, together with all health partners, will continue to work assiduously to ensure the situation is contained. We wish to encourage every Ghanaian to take care of their health and that of their families by adhering to the following precautionary measures: regular and thorough washing of hands with soap under running water and use of alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Avoid shaking of hands. Keep a distance of at least 2 meters from a person with fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. It is advisable to be physically active, drink plenty of water, eat healthy, avoid stress, and have enough sleep. Stay home if you feel unwell with symptoms of fever, cough, and difficulty in breathing.
And that was the Minister of Health last night with the press. Now, you've been reacting to this particular incident, this particular issue on Facebook. So I'm about to read some of your Facebook comments right about now. This is from Nako Shilam. He says, when did the people arrive in Ghana? I hope the contracting tracing is done with some speed. So Nako, she's talking about contact tracing and she's hoping it's done with some speed. And this is coming from Jerry. He says, if those 2 people aren't Ghanaians, they should be detained. Why should they be detained here? Health facilities in Norway and Turkey are far better than that of Ghana. Flights should be arranged for them and they should be quickly sent back. Carelessness by some health workers can have the virus spread in our country. We shouldn't keep them here as pets or zoo animals and monitor them. They should be sent away as soon as possible. And that's coming from Kwamna Sintimi. He says, please, we should be thinking about the prevention than trying to cure the incurable. President distribute nose masks and goggles and gloves. He's trying to say yes for citizens rather than telling us that we are prepared. Prepared for what? God have mercy. Sam Odai says, just imagine the number of people they have infected inside the plane and the arrival side. We are very, very vulnerable. This is very, very sad. God should save us. More comments coming on that one with the Minister of Health presser last night. It's from K. Paulus. He said, it's quite sad that even during an emergency public addressing meeting, our beloved country's leader in the health sector couldn't give our fellow Ghanaians a 3-digit number to call in times of crisis, but rather went ahead to mention 10 digits for public use. I wish my fellow countrymen the best in the unforeseen crisis. Yenaraya Sassini, stay strong and do your best to prevent contracting the virus. Those are comments coming on our Facebook page. You can also go there at JoyNews on TV and share your thoughts. This coming from ACAJ. He says, when did they enter the country? That's what we want to know. Because if they returned long ago then and went about their normal duties, I can imagine how difficult it will be to contact the tracing. Okay, sure. Kweku Amwa says, it's very sad to hear Ghana had recorded 2 cases. I live in Canada and we have over 100 cases and 2 deaths. Please, Ghanaians, take this situation serious and avoid close contact. God be with us all. Sadat King says, please, at this moment, the ministry or the health officials must set up quarantines for anybody coming in for the normal 14 days incubation period. Please, should not joke with this because this is the best time to control it before any of these foreigners spread it at their first contact areas in the country. Emmanuel Reku says, I don't understand why Ghana still allows movement of airplanes from other countries. I think we should stop all flights from to and fro until further notice. Mohammed Ghaffari says the government should better ban people from entering the country, period. We can't contain the spread of virus should it start to spread, and neither can our weak health system treat patients. This is coming from Ms. Sophia. She says the president should order for the closure of all borders until further notice and look for a way of preventing it as soon as possible before we think of curing it. Those who are far better than us in terms of health are still looking for a solution. Ishmael Williams says Ghana needs all borders to be closed and the airport because people coming in are the ones bringing the coronavirus. The country where I am doing is exactly the same, I'm saying. And those are your comments coming on Facebook concerning the press that was had last night by the Ministry of Health. Now, coronavirus and Ghana are trending crazily on Twitter due to what's happening now in the confirmed cases. Now, let's read some of your Twitter tweets. And as usual, people will make some light-hearted situation of this pandemic. It says, a simple trick to maintain social distance. And as you can see, he has more of a hula hoop with ropes around it. I think we should all try to do that. It's going to be difficult for us because we are people that like to shake hands and, you know, we're touchy people. But as of now, we should learn to avoid shaking hands and touching each other. And this is it. This is a very simple illustration. A couple of matchsticks. It says, this is what isolation means. The moment you isolate yourself, you prevent others from getting it. And as you can see, 2 of the people that can solve mysteries. It says one of them can solve this issue of hashtag corona outbreak before April. They just need to see this tweet. Twitter, do your work. And as usual, Twitter would make jokes out of this. It says, imagine being killed by an overseas virus when you don't even have a passport. Hashtag corona outbreak, Ghana. And Malik says, confirmed 2 COVID-19 cases, and the best Ghana Twitter can do is to make jokes about it. You all play too much, and as usual, well. And this one says, COVID-19 in Ghana, my main issue is tracing contacts and getting the message to every corner of this country to avoid the spread. I do not want to hear pastors, prophets, and the whole church speak on hashtag COVID-19. Please leave it to the experts. And Mr. Sayram says, as soon as government allocates $100 million for the fight of coronavirus, boom, Ghana confirms 2 cases. Isn't coronavirus wonderful? And our very own JoyNews tweeted about this when it happened 14 hours ago. It says, there are reports that a senior official at the Norwegian embassy in Ghana and a Ghanaian diplomat from Turkey are the carriers of the coronavirus recorded in Ghana, and that's very true. But we know they've been quarantined, and hopefully those who have had contact with them will also be taken care of. And those are the Twitter trends for you. Ghana and hashtag coronavirus are trending oddly on Twitter. So now let's do some education on how to stay safe out there.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it, and wash your hands with soap and running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868, or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
And those are some tips. I hope we all adhere to that. Let's keep washing our hands and sanitizing our hands with alcohol-based sanitizers. Now, earlier this week, we brought you a video of some people explaining the safety measures in a humorous way. So why don't we bring it back once more? And I'm grateful that these children know the effects of the coronavirus and they know ways and means to prevent it. Now, I hope, yeah, it might be funny, it might be humorous, but I hope you take this very serious. We need to stay safe and take good care of ourselves out there. Now, let's do some trivia. You know, right here in Multimedia is Ghana Month for us. And now we're asking, which activities characterize a typical weekend in Ghana? And then you commented on that on Facebook, and I'll be reading some of your comments right now. And Counselor says, to me, it's strictly laundry, mopping, cooking and sleeping. Now that gatherings and other events have been banned, all of you must join me and stay home. And that's one of my favorite things to do. And Amusu says christening, wedding ceremonies, and funerals. And Noto says funerals, marriage ceremonies. Aben says funeral, weddings, and christenings. And actually, that's very true. But the first one, I agree with Counselor. Laundry, mopping, cooking, sleeping. Yes, those are the things on my... And sometimes work. Yes, that's what I do on the weekends. You can join our Facebook page and also tell us what you think characterizes a normal Ghanaian weekend. And Maxton says washing and cooking. Walanyo says if not funeral, then what else? And Martin Bismarck says funerals and weddings, if not what else? And as Fosuhine says funerals. You can go on our Facebook page as well and comment on that particular thing. What characterizes a Ghanaian weekend? Well, I've told you mine. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll do more on JoyNews Interactive. Welcome back from that short break. This is JoyNews Interactive with me, Na Ajele Doku. Now, news just in says that EPL matches have been taking a break, actually. And it says the FA Premier League, EPL and Barclays FA Women's Super League and FA Women's Championship have collectively agreed to postpone the professional game in England until April 3rd at the earliest. The postponement includes all matches in the Champions League, League One and League Two, as well as all academy and youth team fixtures. It will also apply to all England fixtures at every level and all FA competitions, including the FA Cup and the Women's FA Cup. The FA is liaising with the National League Pyramids, men's and women's, and will continue to offer guidance and support. Any decision to continue playing or to postpone their respective competition is a matter for each league as an autonomous bodies and within the game. And I'm excited because it all prevents our favorite players and then keeps them safe as well. Now let's do some most watched videos of this week. The first one, actually the third one, is news confirming 2 cases of coronavirus in Ghana. It had 56.3K views. And let's look at that video.
The Minister of Health has confirmed 2 cases of COVID-19. The cases were confirmed on the 12th of March, that's today, 2020. And the first cases to be reported in Ghana. Laboratory results of the 2 confirmed cases were received at the same time from the Noguchi Memorial Institute.
Our second most watched video for the week was the Kintampo accident that had more than 25 people burnt to death. It had 219.9K views on our Facebook page.
11 of the passengers on board one of the buses were onion traders who were headed to Techiman. 6 of them survived the accident. So far, the death toll is 31, whilst 5 persons who managed to escape death are being treated at the Kintampo hospital. A pregnant woman who survived the accident said the driver was sleeping behind the wheel.
Driver no wada. Anti driver no free no kwaimu. Anti 207 no ayeti say obekwa akọfa ngure kwan. Ona bus no amwasia. Anti tamaisi no ho so be hu si nipa do so pa because bin mu da say window na no sa. Nka ye do sa ebetumi ayi bebre so ye do so.
Another survivor narrates how he managed to escape from the burning vehicle.
Your friend yin or your police ni away. Oh, I won't shoot my office the moko. At the up to now, it's me.
And our first most watched video was the story of Yaya Kwanjit, the widow whose dream is to sleep on a mattress. She had 239.9K views. Her story is something else.
In the heart of Sambonan, a community in the northeast region, is Yaya Kwanjit, an old lady who does not know her age, but she firmly maintains that she's way younger than she looks currently. She blames poverty for draining all youthful juices in her, leaving her blind and old. She lost her sight after giving birth to her second child. Yaya lost her husband and recounts everything took a downward turn. She tries to define what poverty means to her.
Farane kaka di fara ka hanyo matan bayin no fara mangena ala hasiare baka hasiana hanu be ke tira pon di kwan fana kare mo ma yenu ta hamba kufini ko kunyo yenu mo pango tu ye ma yenu na ulona mu kama
ngalwa se fa ka nywane ngabo nywanga
kulwo bungbara ipo mungbara ta bani kinta to
fi wela
banku.
Poverty is when you depend on people for everything. Poverty is when you want to eat banku and fish, pussy, drink malt, and any other drink, but you don't have the means. That is what I consider poverty.
In fact, her two sons traveled to southern Ghana in search of supposed better living conditions, but only one visits her occasionally. Many times she is left to battle life alone. She cleans and does many domestic chores all by herself. The children in the community support by fetching water for her. She gropes for her stick, getting ready to prepare breakfast.
And those were the most watched videos of the week, and we're glad that people have sent out a lot of support for Yaya, and I'm really grateful for that one as well. Let's do our video of the day. And that's all we have for you today on Joy News Interactive. For more, log on to myjoyonline.com, and let's be safe out there. Please keep washing your hands under running water, and also use soap when you're doing that. Use a hand sanitizer that has an alcohol base over 70%. Now let's refrain from shaking hands, hugging and touching our faces. My name is Ajeli Doku. Have a wonderful weekend.